Well, during Australia's last summer, we had a lot of bushfires on the east coast of Australia, and one of the things that was very, very handy to most households was an air purifier. They are very good at removing all manner of different impurities in the air and giving you cleaner air to breathe. I had one in my office, in this studio. We're talking today with Geoff Quattromani, tech expert, about Samsung's Air Purifier. How are you, sir?
Really well, Charlie. Thanks for having me.
No, good to chat. Samsung making an air purifier. It sounds as exciting as Samsung making a doorstop, but I'm sure it's much more interesting than that. I mean, these products, especially over the last couple of years, as we've had isolated events that have made localized air quality reduce, these things are much more important.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, when I first heard about Samsung's air purifier, I really used to attribute them more to like having a dream catcher in the bedroom. I just never really believed in them because I don't suffer from allergies or asthma. Now, the one that I am testing here is really been an experiment for me to understand, why do people have air purifiers? And the timing could not have been better that they were doing back burning the weekend after I received it, because wow, did I notice that they actually do things far beyond remove allergens from the air. And, these 3-stage filters that they do have inside the products actually work hard to also remove odors. So that smell of the smoke coming through the home, the smell of last night's dinner, all those types of things automatically disappear because of the air purifier. So it's not just for people with allergies or asthma sufferers, for sure.
It's quite staggering when you see the air quality readout given on the purifier. I mean, obviously it tells you good, bad, really bad, and you think, well, I mean, I had a bit of an itch in my throat from over the last couple of days. You don't really think about it that much until you actually see this justification of why you're potentially feeling the way you are, and then all of a sudden goes to work. And very, very soon, you start breathing better.
It's so true. And it's amazing how quickly the sensors on the air purifier actually pick up what's going on in the room that it's in. And if you spray some aerosol, such as deodorant or even fly spray, the air purifier from across the room will pick up on that almost immediately and start kicking into gear to clean that air. And so it does detect that something's gone on and will actually automatically adjust for that. I've actually left mine running 24/7, but you can also put it into a sleep mode, so that if it is in the bedroom, it operates at almost a whisper quiet sound, that if you do have trouble sleeping, whether it's dust or whatever allergies you've got, you won't be woken up by the sound of that air purifier. So it is amazing just to see it work, and especially with that screen, you can actually watch what it's doing.
Kids with asthma, kids with any kind of reaction to poor quality air. You stick one of these in the bedroom, you don't even have to close the bedroom door completely, do you? It just sort of starts working with what it's got.
Completely. And look, the unit I'm testing is actually for a room up to 60 square meters, which most bedrooms aren't going to be that size, I'm sure. But the range of models that Samsung does have, they do have some sizes that are more specific for bedrooms. The one I've got in this office here probably should be more in a living area, a big, large living area, but it certainly does a cracker job in the office here. That a lot of stagnant air in this room. If I'm not opening the windows because it's a cold day, the room doesn't become stuffy and it doesn't have any sort of odors from just a normal work day. So it always keeps the room, fresh. And I've got it running now, and I can't even hear it. So it's one of those nice things to have.
It's one of those products that when the air quality drops and you've got one, all of a sudden it's the most valuable appliance in the home. There's a bunch of different brands. Obviously, this is Samsung's. What kind of prices and sizes are we talking about? And what are the kind of costs associated with air filters and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it's a good question. So the range starts from around $450. The one that's behind me is $799, so it is a more expensive unit. You'll find that the cost will go up as they start to add more filters. So once you have activated carbon filters, which help remove those odors, that's where the cost starts to rise. Replacement filters in this cost around $150. And you will find Dyson, for example, they have air purifiers as well, and they usually build them into their fan systems. Now, the one thing that I have to say about the Samsung model compared to a Dyson is that the Samsung is only blowing the air out and around the room at the temperature it receives it in, whereas a Dyson can actually heat or cool the air as it starts to blow it back to you. So, when I'm sitting in here on a winter's day, this air purifier almost makes me colder if it's working hard because it is blowing this cold air around the room. Whereas a Dyson, if you have it in a heat mode, you've actually got two birds with one stone type system where it's actually heating the room while also purifying the air. And, you will find that they're quite expensive, those Dyson models, but you've got that double experience as well.
All right, get what you pay for. I tell you, if you've ever lived through a bushfire nearby, or we've had dust storms as well, I'm sure we're going to have other events where these kinds of products are helpful. They are a valuable inclusion in the home. Geoff Quattromani, tech expert, thanks for your time today.
Thank you, Charlie.